Good evening and thank you for joining us once again. We begin tonight with a milestone in this state's reopening system for Kern County. For the first time since last year, the county will be moving into the red tier. So here's a breakdown of some of the changes that we're going to see. For months, Kern County businesses, schools and churches all face the strictest COVID-19 regulations in the purple tier. And now the move into the red tier will allow certain industries such as restaurants, movie theaters and retail stores expand their operations. County officials were expecting public health to make the announcement today after Kern County started meeting the metrics to qualify for the red tier last week. And tonight we're taking an in-depth look into those changes. 23 ABC's Brynn Wang has been following this development and joins us from the Public Health Department. And the announcement was made today, but Brynn, does it go into effect right now?
Hey Alex, good evening. Actually, it doesn't. According to the Kern County Public Health Department, the state's red tier rules will go into effect in Kern County starting tomorrow, which will leave some time for local businesses to make adjustments to welcome back more guests.
Today, the state will announce that Kern County has met the red tier metrics for 2 consecutive weeks, and Kern County will officially move to the red tier effective tomorrow.
It's the first time since October 2020 that Kern County is leaving the state's most restrictive purple tier and transitioning into the red tier of the color-coded reopening system.
I love the fact that things are opening up a little bit more.
Faster the better. Open things up.
Limited capacities will expand under the red tier, according to Kern County Public Health spokeswoman Michelle Corson.
Restaurants are able to open indoors at 25% capacity. Gyms are able to open indoors at a 10% capacity. Movie theaters can open indoors at a 25% capacity.
And retail stores can expand their indoor capacity to 50%.
Oh, that's such great news.
Catherine Scow is the director of retail operations for Downtown's Encore Boutique. She says the move is a big relief and has already attracted more customers.
People are out and about and saying, yes, you know, now more and more people are getting vaccinated, so I feel safer getting out. And yes, we have enjoyed more customers coming in today.
While it is a big move for local businesses, the county only maintained red tier status for about a month in 2020 before a surge in November prompted Governor Gavin Newsom to push several counties back to the state's most restrictive tier. There is always a possibility that if cases surge again, we could move back into the purple tier. But this time around, Corson thinks the odds are in Kern's favor.
Especially with that new tool of the vaccine being here, we are really optimistic that we are going to continue to progress in the right direction through these tiers.
And Corson would go on to say that if Kern County keeps up this trajectory, that we would be moving into the orange tier pretty soon. Actually, our county already meets 2 of the 3 metrics for the orange tier. Alex?
And Brynn, just before we let you go, assuming we meet all 3 of those metrics, how long will Kern County have to maintain that in order to move into the orange tier?
Yeah, Alex, that's a really good question, and it could be confusing for some. As you could recall, when we were going into the red tier, we had to maintain red tier metrics for about 2 weeks. It's a little different for the orange tier. The county's going to have to keep metrics up, meet all 3 metrics for at least 3 weeks before moving there. But according to Corson, we actually look pretty good. We look like we could possibly be there by April 7th. Back to you, Alex.
All right, thank you, Brynn. And along with announcing Kern's move into the red tier, the Board of Supervisors also provided an update on vaccination efforts. The Director of Public Health, Brynn Carrigan, broke down the numbers, saying health officials have administered about 230,000 vaccines. Now, of those, roughly 75,000 people are considered fully vaccinated. Carrigan explained that at the rate we're receiving the COVID vaccine, it'll take about 45 weeks to get the rest of the 16 and older population vaccinated. Now, if a vaccine is approved for those who are under 16, it will take about 68 weeks to get the entire population vaccinated.